Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So in this episode we're going to be talking about how you can practice mediumship without a partner. A lot of you are going to be wondering how this could even be possible, but we have to think about the concept of mediumship and what it brings to the table. Mediumship is an act in which you will gain and ascertain information in any given moment to portray as part of evidence. If you are working on your own, what's the evidence going to look like? Well, it's going to be personal evidence for yourself, but it gets a little bit difficult because if you're wanting to, for example, let's break it down quickly. If you're wanting to contact your loved ones in spirit, and then you're seeing their face, how do you know that that's not your mind telling you that that's what you want to see, or if it's actual spirit? The easiest and the quickest way to identify would be your intent. In those moments, where was your intent? Is your intent that you are looking and searching for your loved ones in spirit? If that's the case, then you welcome that as being them. If you aren't and you are just thinking of random things and you haven't placed your intent into actually wanting to see them, you say to spirit, I'm sorry, don't accept that. I'm not wanting. And by doing this, it gives you the conditioning of the mind to know when it is spirit and when it is you very, very soon on in your development. This is going to set you apart, worlds apart. This is where a lot of people get very, very confused. A lot of people will just have, especially people who haven't conditioned themselves in the correct way or gained a strong, solid foundation for their understanding, they'll not know when it's spirit coming through. So for yourself, for working solo, this is going to be even more difficult, because what we essentially need to do is to go into a meditation. This would be my recommendation to each and every one of you who are wanting to do this. And think about what it is that we are wanting to achieve from a reading. We need to know a name. And I'm not on about, some of these people who just want one name and that's it. Listen, that's not good enough. If you are willing to accept that as being a reading, then I'm sorry, you're as bad as the people who are practicing this, because you are adding to the problem. A reading should be information, guidance, clarity given to you from a loved one's spirit. If you're getting a reading and you believe your loved one isn't there, that's because they're not there. Why would your loved one not be there? And to any of you who think that, well, you fell out with them in this life, they don't hold grudges. It's mankind who hold grudges. The spirit world don't hold grudges. Once the humanistic body dies and fails and we whisk back over to the energy realm, the body is no more. The brain, which retains the hatred, the anger, the jealousy, the greed, is dead. So they would still get in touch with you if the medium says, oh, well, Johnny didn't like you. Sorry, doesn't work like that. But going into a meditation would be the very simplest way to do it. And you are going to go into that meditation and place your intent. Once you've closed your eyes and you've placed your intent, you are simply going to ask the spirit world in an inner dialogue to come forward. Then when you see someone or you see something, you talk out loud. I see a male stepping forward. The male's name is John. John is wearing a khaki suit, and he also has what looks to be a red tie, and he's got his pipe coming out the right hand side. He's also raising his arm now, and I can see what looks to be a lion. This lion tattoo is a black faded. And this is how you build up the energy. You build up the notions. You are building a picture. Remember, your job isn't just to say one thing and I'm a medium. Oh, I've said his name. No. You are there, and your sole responsibility as a medium is to deliver the information to a sitter so that they know their loved one is there. That is the message. Life goes on. And this isn't it. So if you aren't portraying that, you aren't doing mediumship. When you are saying things out loud, it's also acknowledging to the spirit world that you are seeing it. Remember, you are working with the spirit world. The spirit world don't know what you are seeing, so they are opening you up. It's effectively, you are merging and blending with their energy. So as they are showing you things, this is when, sorry everyone, I've got hay fever at the minute. When they are showing you things, you need to speak that. Okay, I now see that John is stepping to the left-hand side, and we have a lady stepping forward. Now, this lady looks to be in her late 50s. You see where I'm going with this? You see, now that wasn't a reading. That was just me, that was just me figured out loud. But this is what you should be getting into the practice of doing. Because when you are in a reading and you are seeing these things, you need to speak. Because the spirit world are going to test you, because they'll show you something, and if you go, I'm not going to mention that, I'm not saying that. The message isn't for you. It's not your. You can't determine whether you are going to speak or not. If you are a medium and you are a good medium, you are going to speak because you trust the spirit world's narrative. You are going to speak for them. You are the voice of spirit in those moments. So yeah, I mean, the best way to do it, I know it's difficult, and I know there's going to be a lot of you. I'd love to know down in the comment section what if you think this is wrong, or if you've got any different ways, or even if you've got any questions, because that's why I do these videos. The best way to practice on your own would be to go into a meditation, place your intent, and when you see things, to speak it out loud. Then when you are finished, you come out of that meditation, and if you start seeing things, you dismiss it. You don't allow it. You don't accept it. By accepting, you are welcoming it in your world. So if the spirit world are just, because believe me when I say this, the spirit world are chatterboxes. Right? You think I'm bad. The spirit world are even worse than me. And they're laughing. Because the spirit world will just constantly. So you need to understand when it is you and when it is spirit. Very simple this. We have the mechanic. Some people say switching on. Some people say switching on. Some people say open to work, ready to work. God, no, there's many different terminologies. I'm going to keep it very basic and simple. It's your intent. It's that simple shift in your mind. If you are wanting to work alongside the spirit in those seconds and moments, you will work with spirit. If you aren't wanting to work with spirit, then it is you. It's not spirit. So, yeah, it's I hope you understood that. If you do have any questions, let us know down in the comment section. But I mean, there's not really much more I can actually say on that topic, to be fair. I mean, I think we've pretty much covered it there, and I'm quite happy with what we've done. So if you did enjoy this video, remember to smash the thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, then subscribe. Don't know why you wouldn't want to. And check out the videos pinned at the top left and right. And until the next time, bye bye for now.